What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today I have for you guys a really exciting unboxing to dig into. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps push the videos out there so more people have a chance to check them out. And feel free to let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So we have a very exciting knife to get to here. Very exciting. Bear with me for one moment and we will be in like Flynn. So what do we got today? We have an American Blade Works coming in. Huge shout out to them for sending this in for us to take a look at. I'm a huge fan. If you're not familiar, ABW is American Blade Works. They are a U.S. company, U.S. employees making fully USA made knives. It is a very small operation, and when I say small, I mean very small operation. But that doesn't I don't know what I want to say, but that doesn't equate to the knives. The knives are what I would consider the utmost precision and attention to detail that I've come across. Some of the best, and we'll get to that here in a moment. But let's take a look at this thing. Fully USA made, small batch, a lot of attention on these knives. Very well priced. This is going to be coming in Magna Cut. We're going to be looking at 64 to 65 on the HRC, which is the target that everyone wants the Magna Cut at. 63 to 5, I believe, would be acceptable across the board to most people. 64 to 5, though, is absolutely insane. We are looking at some sort of textured blade, and it has a washed finish. Really good looking, not something you see every day. I don't know if I can pull it up, but look at that. What a beautiful looking finish on that blade. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment, a nice clean straightforward drop point. There's no pivot lash there, no up and down play, no side to side play, there's no detent lash. This thing is absolutely solid. Beautiful, thick titanium handles. They got micro milling with micro milling inside of the micro milling. We have a geared titanium backspacer. I'd love it if that ran up even farther, but I really like this backspacer. And then the clip is probably, this is my favorite style of clip right here, and for a couple of reasons, which we'll get to here right now. Let's get our Issuing Stitches Hank out and see what this thing looks like in the pocket. So first and foremost, it looks really good in the pocket, so I like that. The other thing is the way these milled clips are. You see a little bit poking out of the pocket, or in this case the hank, but it's going to be very easy to get to and pull it out of your pocket. It'll also be very easy to slip it back in the pocket and not be causing an issue trying to do either one. And then thirdly, it's comfortable in hand. So a milled clip like that is going to be very straightforward. You're not either going to feel it at all, or what you do feel is not going to be bothersome. At least in all my experiences with this style of milled clip, I love it. It's kind of the trifecta. You know, if you're looking for that ultra deep ninja carry, then no, a milled clip won't be for you. But for EDC, gent carry, you know, most every other carry, the milled clip is going to work pretty well. Moving on to the spring, the action and the closing of this knife. It is outstanding, really solid. This is easily one of the best, if not the best, button lock thumb stud knives that I've come across yet. This thing is very solid. It almost feels there's resistance here, a ton. and then it wants to pop open, almost like they were able to put a real detent in this thing. But a lot of people ask me if the action is mushy or loosey-goosey and stuff like that. We try to answer all those questions, and I have to say no. This is not mushy whatsoever. It goes from closed to open very quickly and very easily, and it's very satisfying as well. The reverse flick is also absolutely money, whether you want to use your nail or you want to use the tip of your finger. Going to be very, very easy and very snappy as well. Why don't we go ahead and we'll check and see what kind of edge they put on the MagnaCut. So we'll go ahead and use a piece of this telephone book paper. If it can cut this cleanly, it's got a good edge on it, because this crap sucks. Absolutely sucks. Yeah, I can tell it's got a good edge on it. I am probably going to move away from, because it's so crappy. It's just crappy. It'd rather tear than anything. But yeah, that has a good edge on it. The next thing we will check also is the lockup of the knife. But before we do that, I know I'll get asked, do I feel like I could accidentally disengage this knife? No, I don't think I could. Even if you put your pointer finger on it and you're pressing on it deliberately, I still can't get that to disengage. So in a normal grip, you know, you're not going to be on that button. Even in a choked up grip, you're not going to be on that button. It's something to be mindful of, but I have never, you know, handling over 50, 60 button locks at this point, I've never once felt like, oh, I might accidentally disengage this knife accidentally with the button in a normal grip. It's just not going to happen. You know, I'm not saying it never has or never will happen, but under normal circumstances, you're not going to disengage this button accidentally in a normal grip. You're just not. And like I said, it's just something to be mindful of. You know, you have a button lock, you're going to feel it. You know, if you come across that button and the knife is open, you're going to feel that button. So you're going to know and you're going to remember, and it's just something that you account for. It's something you get used to. So I do not feel like you would accidentally disengage this thing. I think the action is very smooth, very crisp, and like I said earlier, there's absolutely no movement in there, side to side or up and down, and I'm wrenching on this thing. Very good lockup. It feels very sound. So we do this just to make sure it can, you know, take a little bit of adversity. And this is more than a little bit, but that's why we do it, just to make sure it can take it, and it should be able to take a little pop. So that way we know there is a solid lockup in there with the locking mechanism, whatever it is. In this case, the plunge with the tang of the knife, we want it to be solid in the sense that it can at least take a little bit of a pop, right? So we'll do another one here and give it some good measure, but it's going to be solid. It feels really solid. So job well done on the button lock mechanism itself and the action. Very, very nice. My first experience was with the Blade Runner HQ exclusive, the liner lock version. What a beautiful knife. Two different blade shapes, very user friendly. You can tell these are designed with getting used in mind. Comfortable handle, easy to open. They look good. Yeah, they look really good, but hell, you can tell, don't let those good looks fool you. These are going to be fantastic users. The Warncliffe model here, It's going to be phenomenal. Love the flipper tab on this thing. It is extremely snappy. Love that he went with a liner lock. Just, it looks better. It operates better. I think most people would say that as well. The titanium liner locks are the way. Maybe a bolster lock, a very small, bolster lock. I can get along with those as well. But I love that they're trying different things, going to a button lock. I wonder if we'll see maybe a new model, or will we see new blade shapes? Maybe double opening methods with a flipper and studs. We could see that maybe. I don't know. I'm just, speculating and guessing that, they're probably going to be trying to do a bunch of different stuff with these knives and these different blade shapes. You got a couple blade shapes, couple different opening methods, locking mechanisms. So the options you can do and change around are going to be just endless off that. Different inlays that you can do and different patterns that you can do in the handles. So I'm really looking forward to what they have coming up the pipe. I think a crossbar lock one might be really cool. I don't know. That might be really cool. Some sort of crossbar lock style. You guys will have to let me know. What do you think? Do you think this knife would be awesome in a crossbar style? Or do you think we should just stick with the couple that they have right now? I love hearing from you guys. Do you have an American Blade Works, or have you thought about picking one up? I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit the subscribe button, ring that little bell. I'd love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I'll throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.